Yo, boys, how it's been? I hope you're having a great day, but let's try something new after all. Well, beyond. Original launch balancing. I wonder if this makes the game any harder than the normal game mode. Because when someone tells that this is original balancing, sometimes game might be a little bit harder than it is like nowadays. Of course, I do not really want to struggle that much, so guess let's just enjoy the game as it is. Let's go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the music volume time to time in this game. I hope it's not gonna be too loud. Okay. Oh, the air is cold. Of like and white as a sailor begs on their pledge. To the ice and they'll pray that leads reveal. Out in the ice, they will stake a claim. Not sure what is this about, but we will see. Out in the ice, they will stake a claim and crave a course ahead. Of homes, and they will dream. Of a warmth long lost, and chase to for frostward's age, hunger drowse and the desperate here. Such lonely souls need lead. Is there what is this about? But I guess I have no option to skip it whatsoever. Such lonely souls need lead. What will you do when still hearts break and courage does abscond? I lead the souls, so help the gods. I do what must be done, indeed. I'll do what must be done. Out in the pale beyond. Begin your journey. Temperance, okay. A drowned ship. Crew wanted. Emil Bodit, crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. Glory to be had in the event of success. Where do I apply? Give me that. Low wages? Please, let me. You are alone in the office. The tea in your hand has long since gone cold. It's perfectly adequate, at least. At least we can kinda drink it, yeah? It's perfectly adequate. Looking around the room, you can make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in a bottle. Metronome ticks away steadily. I mean, it's harmless in a way. A simple reminder of the time you spent waiting. It stops abruptly. You hear footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. Take a seat. The chair is uncomfortably large. The seat feels worn. The door behind you swings open. The captain bounces past you to the other side of the desk. Do you have all of your teeth? Excuse me? Answer the question, please. I have enough to get by. Scare me. Can never be too careful. The captain sits down. It's the little things you can lose people to. Are you speaking from experience? How many people have died under your supervision? More than I would care to admit. Can you remember their face? Man, of course no. Who's freaking gonna remember those goddamn faces? Although they have faded. I see you've already made yourself comfortable. I guess. Why waiting? I'm Captain Hunt. Shaw? The pleasure's mine, Ruben Shaw. So, we are Ruben Shaw. On your desk, which ship is that? Ah, this? Detailed, isn't it? Yeah, I would not say this is that detailed. It's a bit pessimistic. An old sailor superstition. I hope you weren't waiting too long. Bro, answer a freaking question, goddammit. Is this a waste of my time? Well, we'll see. There's been a lot of candidates. Some good, some bad. Interesting mix. I'm sure you understand the need of discretion. It all seems a bit convoluted for a silent job, or rather, let's keep listening. Month of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? Quite opposite. It's why I'm here. Man, give me this job. Thirst for adventure then. I'd keep that to yourself around the other sailors. They might drown you in it. A few questions first. He looks down at his list of questions. Were you born lumber or sea dog? Excuse me? I'm asking him where you crawled out of. It's alright. We will outsource here. So, the landborn are those born and raised within Imperial society, raised in the colonial cities. Probably spend much of their life and work within those cities. While it isn't unheard of, those who find themselves working at sea are rarely tasked with manual labor. The Soundborn are the sons and daughters of the sea, a solitary culture of sailors and whales. The Soundborn are rarely away from open waters. The vast majority of our silent crews are made up of their ranks, though if you are found in the position of officer. Mudwash. Prove harder to place, a mix of salt and earth in their upbringing. Mudwash tend to live as drifters, rarely belonging to one group. As such, they tend to be well-traveled and well-experienced, but struggle to find acceptance and belonging. So it's like something in between. Not sure like what's the big deal, but like I guess we gotta pick our side. This isn't Hollow Knight. It is not supposed to be Hollow Knight. No one said this is Hollow Knight, so welcome back on there. I'm surprised you jumped in. Okay, are we gonna be like White Collar Beach? I kinda feel like I'm from the city, but made my way to sea eventually. Military experience. Oh, bruh. I like this option, only within them. What you doing, step bro? Man, we are playing the Pale Beyond. Also, you can see. We are yet to discover the true story. It says just the beginning. Honestly, is good. Oh, this guy accepts that we have been evading the military. Yeah, interesting. So, you've skirted the law before then. Is that a problem? If everyone I hired had a clean record, I wouldn't have a crew after all. Have you ever fired a weapon? I mean, nah, I'm clean. Have you ever killed a man, directly or otherwise? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, for real, can we get to the point? We are here to find the ship in that bottle. The Viscount. Heard of it? Nah, enlighten me. He clears his throat. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition towards the dead peninsula. Dude, I kind of don't know that ships that they have gender. What is this game about? Apparently about surviving in the cold, empty world of frozen water, you know. But from what I can see right now, it's about finding a ship that was lost a long time ago. So this guy is trying to hire us, as far as I can see, to be his crew member, to go for the expedition. They were trying to find and study the absolute magnetic south. If they found it, I must have heard of them. Viscount. Strange name for a ship. Did they? Did they? Did they what? Did they complete their research? Yeah. I have no idea. She never came back. Her last known location was 200 miles south of land, presumably lost to the ice. Her last known location? I mean, I guess those guys they do not really have internet, so yeah, maybe it's just some magical service. How would they ever know their location? But like, hello? Five years is a bit late for rescue operation. So it was five years ago. Yeah. This is beginning to sound like a suicide mission, and honestly, it feels like it is. We're supposed to be chasing that ship. Alright. The rescue operation is a little bit too late. They're probably dead. However, not. Their research is supposedly of extreme importance. I'm going to need more than rumors about lost ship if I'm putting my life at risk. Naturally. Here's what we don't know. Not one person or thing has been heard from the Viscount since its first left port. So, we're chasing ghosts then? Maybe it's a myth. Maybe it isn't. I can assure you, the money is real. This was more money than sense. What on that old ship? That's the job. And this motherfucker also said that it's a low-wage job, huh? But we'll pay gratefully if I've succeeded. If I don't pick the first mate, somebody else will, and... well, my judge of characters got them this far. And who's financing all of this? The usual. Film and lecture rights have been sold, of course. We're in the process of signing off Final benefactor for the expedition. They've even donated a ship. We'll be traveling on board the Temperance. Ah, the ship that we just saw in the beginning. Huh. Isn't that a little bit of a spoiler? She's a beauty. Greenwood. Generational. Not many like it. Not many like it left these days. The Scout and Temperance. They're sister ships. Built together. Sent out into this world to die alone. Poetic. Indeed. I like to think one calls out for the other. The captain looks at the model ship. So, what do you think? It's worth it if there's a chance anyone's alive, but bruh, there's none. There's none. I think there's none. Like, let's be real. It's been like 5 years. We have not heard about those guys whatsoever. I think they're not alive. Sounds like you'll need all the help you can get. I guess I cannot refuse. Yeah. We will. And the captain checks his watch. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. I mean, he heard nothing, but like, yeah. It's enough for him. We leave in a month. Welcome aboard, Shao. Proverbially speaking. Don't you need more information? Not if I'm a captain worth his salt. I work with people, not professions. I'd sooner trust a good carpenter than a cruel sailor to save me from drowning. But alas, I'll see you on the Temperance. I have a good feeling about you, Shao. The feeling is mutual. No wharf today? Nah. I guess not today. Because literally I don't feel like I have something to do in the wharf anyway. The captain makes his way to the door and you follow. You arrive at the docks a month to the day. Before you lies a ship. A letters on inside read Temperance. What is the pale beyond even about? About finding a missing ship in the South Pole. Like we will see. So far we are like trying to get into the expedition that will go after the lost ship, and let's see if we will be able to find it, or the crew that is also lost. So this is just a stage of the preparation. Now we're gonna get familiar with the crew. So, you walk the cobble to the boarding ramp. Beside is a sharply dressed man, overseeing the loading of cargo. He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. Landborn. Oh, this guy is also of the same faction that we are. So, his name is Templeton. I wonder how would we know that. It's good to see someone else with land legs. Land legs. Ah. I wonder why. I wonder why he said it like that. It sounds a little bit racist. You must be a Hans. Pick for first mate. He extends an arm. Richard Templeton, a pleasure. Let's shake his hand. You accept the offer? It's a considered shake. I shall be operating as the chief science officer on this expedition. Looks like a regular scientist, yeah? Absolutely. You can see this in his eyes. The thirst for yeah, for new things. I'm also the incumbent representative of our benefactor. Ah, representative of our sponsor. Interesting. Do, however, consider myself and my team at you at the captain's disposal. Okay. Can I call you my slaves? What are you specialize in? Applied botany. Yeah, I kinda don't see the use that much. Like, not much use for a botanist on the ice, is there? I assure you, I'm well equipped in all matters scientific. No doubt, I needn't inform you of your duties. You're second only to Captain Hunt himself. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rumble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you will have to whip into shape. Punctually, schedule, strict adherence is what we need if this expedition is to succeed. Expect you to be organized, sort. You would not have been assigned to the role otherwise. Well. I like to have more in common with the crew than I do yourself. Some folk are known to be unruly. I do my best to keep them in line. Yeah, I will do my best. Good to hear. Let me know when you're ready to depart. And make sure to savor these last moments on land. The less valuable time we waste here, the better. The city, I can watch the city? No? You'll be gone for quite a while. It'll be some time before you see the city again. Ah, nothing. A young man stands at the ramp, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp and onto the ship. I guess we cannot really talk with anyone. So let's depart. Near identical to the Viscount, barring some modern additions. The sister ship of the one that we are gonna go for. So, set sail. Week 1. Yo, wait. It's been already a month? What the hell? Wait. First man Xiao, personal log. It's been 1 month since I signed on, and 1 week since we've set sail aboard the Temperance. I'm told the waters will get warmer as we pass the hemisphere, before they turn colder. And what about Captain Hunt? Has mostly kept to his quarters so far. I need to know if I can trust him, though, that's for sure. He's not telling the whole truth, like, bro, 100%. Perhaps I'm too quick to judge, but like, I mean, it's simply logic. Despite that, I find myself warming to the man. I mean, only because he looks trustworthy, no? But definitely he holds something towards himself. Maybe on the ship There was his relative that he also wants to find. Who's paying for this? I can't help but wonder who's on the bill for all this. Certainly not the captain, bro. Like, ask your scientist. The crew, however, are a different story. There are now 22 of us, including the captain. Our next port will be our last before we enter the ice, to pick up the remaining 4 members of the crew. We are not full yet? What the hell? The scouting team. Others are so keen to work out a deal on a pack of sliding docks. The crew are strange a lot. Maybe they're strange? Tell us. Eclectic and the ship itself. Well, and what about the ship? I've never been on a ship like this before. It's an abomination? Wait. In which way? One of the finest ships of its day. Cauterized and mangled with iron and roaring machinery. Machinery? Historic cravings line the wood, now desecrated. With the veins of oil and pipe and abomination, but for the coming weeks, my home. Sign off. One of Hans' sailors approaches. Captain wants you at the helm. Well? What for? Didn't ask. He leaves. Yes. No, that's fair. Dude, I thought we are gonna be a little bit warmed up with the crew. Crow's Nest? Currently stands unoccupied. The scouting team we are expected to join at the next port. Okay, for castle. It's locked. Locked? What the hell do you mean locked? Captain's cabin. The door to Hans' cabin is shut tight. Captain himself is busy at the helm. Right. Let's see what the captain can tell us. You ascend the stairs to the stern and find the old captain manning the helm of the ship. Ah, Robin. A lovely day for it, isn't it? Don't you have Hellsman to do it for you? Of course I do, but it's good to keep the old skill sharp. Never know when you are going to have to get your hands dirty. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out a wrinkled hand. Here, why don't you have a try? You should take advantage of calm waters for once. I imagine you don't see money in your past line of work. Are you sure? Yeah, this is important. I guess, yeah, take the wheel. You grab the wheel of the ship and feel the weight of the waves in your arms. So this is, yeah, introduction of a kind. The memory in your muscles rear themselves as you begin to move in time with the ship and the wind. The wind? Ah, my eyes. So wide, so wide. Easy. There, you have it. The captain pats you on the back. Fantastic. Now you try to get a sense of where we are. Bro, how? How? Get some perspective. Peaceful, isn't it? Can't say. Doesn't make much sense. Fine, and zoom speeds can be adjustment. Yeah, thanks. He takes the wheel back from you. Ha, that's it. I think I'll drink the morning in a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day's work? There's much to do. So he's a little bitch right now, I see. It's not gonna be for long. The desk. A top. A painting. Classical pattern depicting sailors doing a battle with Kraken. Kraken? Guys, do you see Kraken? I mean, I only see like maybe waves, but apparently there is supposed to be Kraken. You're unsure of any historical significance, though recognize the ship as the gallon of Captain Hamish. Okay. What about the desk? On the desk you make out a variety of papers, notes and maps, as well as a sealed letter with a stamp you don't recognize. The desk itself is suspended with ropes to keep it safely in place. Ropes? Can't see ropes, no, but like, interesting idea. What about tub? Pristine furnished tub, secured to the floor. Man, what do you mean there is a tub on a ship? On a ship, by the way. Uh-huh. No, but like, I can understand like nowadays, but like, in the past? This is wild. A luxury, indeed. So, take requests. You take a seat at the end of the room. Yo, something doesn't feel right about this table. Like, are we sure we need only 2 ropes like that to fixate it? Yeah, it feels weird. The captain joins you. Now, let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed onto this expedition, ourselves included. Okay. Wait. Why does it feel like... No, but like... You are saying that they're signed, but do they exist on the ship? Okay. That's 16 free to be assigned to tasks. If they are not already busy, the rest are deployed to their permanent stations. Ah. You're only able to deploy crew who have discovered. They must be in good health and not otherwise deployed to another post. Alright. You'll be picking up the scouting crew at the next port. So, the lot of us also seem to be in good spirits. So this indicates the spirit of the team, I think, overall. The expedition will end, tearing itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. Doesn't feel good. We have enough provisions for at least 6 months in case of emergency. If you cannot afford the minimum amount of food, at the end of the week, crew will become malnourished. Unless cured, the malnourished status will develop into scurvy, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. How do you cure that? And more than enough fuel to see us there and back again. Cold temperatures will increase the minimum, and the minimum fuel required at the end of the week. If you cannot afford that minimum, a crew will become prison. Ha! Do we have a witch on the ship? So we could increase some heat. Alright. Unless crewed, and the freezing status will develop into frostbite, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually... same old. Man, come on. Then the sledding dogs, okay. Well, there's still a matter of negotiation. Nox will be needed to send sliding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Sending hunts out further requires a great amount of dogs. They will rest and become available between the weeks. But, like, which resources are we talking about on the ice? So, now, on to work. Corvid. COVID. Okay, I will. I will probably call you COVID. No, that fits. And Cordell. What about COVID? A sailor enters. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. Bring them in. So another sailor enters, leading a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. The captain stirs them further. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. The ice. Did you know that before you climbed inside that crate? I did, sir. Ha. How old are you? You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true. I can pull my weight, sir. Do you know your Jibu from your bowsprit? I do. I learned it all from my Da. Your Da? He's Wart's son. Followed him on board back in the city. Wart? Wart? Wait, who's Wart? What should we do with him, Captain? Well, Cha? How'd I you up? Your first mate, what should we do with him? Bruh. I mean, in fact, I think it's his decision, not ours. What, like, what's the problem? I can keep him for now. So, let's do this. Why? Good question. I didn't expect that. I mean, maybe because he can be useful. You need all the help you can get, and this young man wants to help. No. Who said he wants to help? He's clearly here because of his father. It would be wrong to spread them again. We don't have the time to accommodate this. If the boy wants to freeze to death, let him. Oh, a man of logic. I mean, he's there because of the father. So, like, why not? Right, boy, consider yourself part of the crew. But I think I will regret it. Because... do you really think he will be able to do anything? Maybe he's gonna be like decent in a scout team though. Be sure to keep your nose clean and follow orders. I will. Thank you, sir. Captain, not sir. Yeah, Captain. The stowaway joins the two sailors below deck, now a member of the crew. Well, it seems the leader has a new rant. I hope the rest won't mind sharing their ration. What of the father? What of the father? Split their pay? Their rations. I doubt he intended for this to happen. I can't think of that. Honestly, what of the father? Should he be punished for letting this happen? Another mouth to feed on the ice. Can be the difference between life and death. Simple. Split their pay and their rations. And the rations the boy takes should come from his. Is that a wise decision though? I mean, man, I just... like, I don't think that it's good to be positive to every and each member. Like, if I'm gonna be a good person to everyone, I think this game will just bury me. So... Not sure. Would be nice to split, like, but like... Does it even realistically matter? Let him be. I suppose you're right. Maybe we'll make a sailor of him by the end of this? Ha, maybe. Well, that matter's sorted. Cordell. Have you agreed upon my conditions? To the point, huh? Sure, this is Lady Cordell. Toddler here's to provide us with a kennel of hounds for the sled. And our agreement was that should train them up until we part ways at the nearest island. But you neglected to inform me that you are bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I had no intention of sending the pack to its death. You seem to have good faith in this expedition. It's one thing to ask for my whole kennel. It's another to drag them into the ice to chase a myth. Myth? Even she knows. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. And never before has a seller made such strong demands. Demands? What are those? She demanded that we allow her to come along on the expedition. As a member of the crew. And that's it? Well, unexpected. None of the ship have the experience and familiarity with these dogs that I possess. If you are taking them to such a brutal location, they will need me to guide them if they have any chance of survival. The humans on board too, of course. You can see my dilemma, Xiao. We've just accepted stowaway. Bringing on another member of the crew is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? Cancel the deal, we can find another buyer? Well, I think if we will even try to cancel the deal, we won't be able to. But honestly, maybe it's not such a big deal to have an expert on the sled dogs, in fact. So, we accepted the deal after all. This deal is already to your benefit. Do you have anyone on board with extensive training in the management and ruling of dogs? Your sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs sufficiently enough to hold them. Bruh, come on. And I would like to ensure my dogs are treated properly. Welcome aboard. Cordell, your knowledge should prove valuable. Don't expect the crew to waste time taking care of your mods then. I hope you are as experienced as you claim, Cordell. Just stay sharp. I mean, she does look like an experienced woman. Max crew increased to 25. Okay, I'll have a room prepared for you below deck. No need. You'll find me in the forecastle with the dogs. She leaves. I hope I'm not making a mistake, Xiao. We will see. But who else would? I mean, who else would control the dogs? I don't know. Finish. I think that was just like a little introduction. Not sure if we in fact had a choice there, but let's see. Now that that's all settled, I have one more errand for you to run. Could you grab this Stoke brothers and order them to meet me on deck after dinner? hefty lads. Red hair, you couldn't mistake them for another. Do you require me for this meeting? No. This isn't a matter. The first officer needs to concern themselves, please. They'll be down on the middle deck. In the meantime, you should grab a copy of the crew manifest and get acquainted with more of the crew. I guess. If we really need that. Oh, I can visit for castle. But it's locked. Right. I have no choice. This is it. Upon closer inspection, you make out the ship and the ship's photographer, Kasia Belfort, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera, line up a photo. How's the view? Ah, we scared her, it feels like. You startled the woman, causing her to fall and nearly drop her camera. Help her. That's weird. I don't know how she potentially could be startled that much. Like, potential introvert? Maybe. That was a close shave, Officer Xiao. It's about time I met with the first officer of the ship. Kasia Belfort. Yeah, I have heard about you. Nice to meet you. You seem already know my name. How so? I do my research. I suppose there was some sort of rule against what I was doing up there. Deep apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you just cannot pass up. Ah, man, I can sniff it. I can sniff that her life is gonna be in danger in one of those shots. Like I can see this. An accomplished photographer, Kasia Belfort won the Pendler Prize, the highest honor in journalism. Her work covering plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. Why the fuck there's a journalist at the all? At all? It came as a surprise to many that such a reputable journalist would take such an interest in this expedition. There was scarcely any chance of Hans or the benefactor throwing her away. And yet none. None turned her away. Weird. You expected someone of her acolytes to be older, more experienced. This is like her first time on the sea like this. Yep, she's absolutely not prepared for this. This is obvious. The code game. Picture that as a header. What? For a piece on this voyage, I'm trying to come up with a snappy name. Nobody will read it if the title sounds like work of an amateur. This isn't a freaking game. But I guess if we are gonna be judging her that much, our relationship might get a little bit fucked. But let's please her a little bit. Sounds fine. Like, maybe it's important. Kasia places a finger to her chin, squinting her eye in thought. It's not perfect, but it's like a work in progress. Plenty of time. We haven't even hit the ice yet. It's just so exciting already. Well, I suppose you've had your fill of thrills up until now? At least this thrill is within the law? Ah, you know who I am? Of course. I thoroughly researched the crew of the Temperance. Might seem somewhat excessive, but I feel it's necessary for a proper chronicling. That, and plenty of pictures. Don't worry, Xiao. You don't have a reputation that sets you apart from the rest. Bruh, she's not gonna be living there for a long amount of time. She knows who we are. And you know what? Witness and that they, in fact, do not live for a long amount of time, after all. A celebrity like Kurt Dung's presence will dwarf any rumors that could form around you. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at next port. I should get his picture at some point. Kasia holds up her camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. Stand still, Xiao. Motherfucker, what are you doing? Warn me before doing that. Ah, sorry. It's for the manifest Hunt wanted me to put together for you. She hands you an annotated document. Here it is. The Grew Manifest. We've got to catch those Pokemons. I see. Scouts, engineers. Undiscovered. So our potential crew. Deployed? Deployed? What do you mean deployed? She's on our ship. Resource cards. Key items. Camera. Accordion. Story item, by the way. So, what about our sailors? So, Timmy, Rantward, Sailor, Stowaway, Saltborn. Can I interact with the cards somehow? No. I Savvy? I mean, yeah, they are all sailors, like, one way or another. I think it might be a little bit important to the story, those tags that they are wearing. Like, it might be important. I don't have a single scout, of course, no engineers. I mean, there are engineers, but I think I don't know about them. Funny that scientists are, undiscovered. I thought this guy was the one. Science officer, Landborn. Ah, another criminal. Robin Xiao. By anyway. He doesn't have a face. What the hell? We do not have a face. Oh, very cute. Very cute decision. So, Rufus Hunt, our captain, is Aisabe Matwash. He's a man in the middle, I see. Aha. Okay, what do I do next? It's a work in progress. The scout team are to join us at the next port. And the captain's forbidden me from the boiler room. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, I'd be very grateful. Don't want to leave leave anyone out. Thank you, Kasia. I'll see what can I do. Do something like... Okay, I will see what can I do. I'll not disturb you of your work any further, officer. I have a few more shots I want to get before the sun lowers in hell. Safe shots, officer. Don't worry. You leave her to her work. Do we believe her that she's gonna be doing safe shots? I don't. Next week, 1? Midday, minus 10 degrees. Cannot really interact with anything that much. The sun below the deck. To Jones. He spotted a large man with a youthful gait, carrying a heavy crate over his shoulder with relative ease. Oh, you're Officer Xiao. He gives a bright, warm smile. I mean, for a second I wanted to mention that everyone on the ship act like we are meeting for the first time ever. Despite that we in this travel supposedly for maybe 1 month already, no? To Jones. That's what they call me. I'm sure you'll get your nickname later. To Jones attempts to offer a handshake but loses control of the crate. He struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Maybe later. Work awaits. Plus one available crew. The guy added to the manifest. That was that easy. Where's this little shit? Sailor. Sailor Saltborn. Saltborn. I wonder if this is unimportant information. Oh my fucking god, this is so huge. Oh my god, man. The speed is a little bit too much. Maybe. Apply. Bro playing Sims? Not really, man, not really. It is supposed to be a strategy game about the survival and so and so. Okay, first floor? Nothing. Let's go down. Oh, our crew, yet again. Who's this guy? Approach the accordionist. Is it fun so far? I cannot say. Nothing yet happened. Nothing yet happened. We are yet to see. We are just preparing. On one of the crew, a red-haired man with a thick beard. Sits proud, playing on an ivory accordion. He spots you and ceases in his playing. Needs something. Nice accordion. Do you mind if I see? Accordion player takes a step back as you approach. Understandable, man. No one freaking likes when you are touching his instrument. You can see it from there. No touching. I was just looking for the Stock Brothers. Emergency. Just a meeting with the hunt. The captain. You're speaking to one of them. Grimly Stoke. Well, we'll head up after dinner. You can go now. The man gestures to the cook across the room before resuming his plan. Cook across the room. Across the room. This one. Gestures. Call the crew for dinner. Lunchtime. It passes in relative silence. Wow, they are so friendly towards each other. It's funny. Evening. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Twilight falls. Oh, exclamation point. The dinner table. Give me that. Over dinner, you overheard the newly picked up stowaway speaking with one armed man. But you're lucky hand did not throw you overboard. Half a mind to do that myself. Come on, I'm here to help. I know that involves work. Don't expect special treatment. I won't. You're an impossible child, Timmy. Level crew. And Ward added to the manifest. So this guy, Ward, might be sailor, yeah? Yeah. This is the The dad of the runaway boy that accidentally got onto the ship. So, I cannot speak with them anymore. This kind of reminds me of this far of mine. Oh, you've played this game before? I do remember. I played it too, but I was a safe scamming dog, you know, because I wanted an ideal result. Okay, Mr. Gloss, who the fuck are you? You spot on one of the Templeton's science team pacing around the mid-deck. I mean, in a way, you maybe can say that, yeah, since this game is supposed to be about survival, yeah, maybe it might be related in a way. Did you know that this war of mine is based over Croatian and Serbian war? Nah. Was it so brutal? how it was in the game. But I guess after all it's a war, so might be. Does he have a bullet or from the cabin? Okay, well, let me look in the light. Where was it now? He notices you. Ah, Officer Shaw, correct? Dwight Glowsley. It's a... oh, shit. 1 second. I'll move some things. Okay. It's kinda got the similar point and click on survival feeling. Man, in my opinion, the survival there was a little bit tougher. Like for real. Because one mistake and imagine what? Imagine that what? You're dead. Not how it felt to me for the most time. Apologies, I seem to have misplaced something while settling in the cabin. A bottle of wine, actually. Bruh, can't be that hard to miss. It will turn up eventually. Perhaps one of the sailors took it. Goodness, I would hope not. My wife and I brought a bottle to celebrate with. Oh. To be safe for the journey back, of course. Well, if you find it, please let me know. I think I'm not gonna be finding this anytime soon. So, +1 set install landborn. Of course. Of course he's gonna be. Enter your cabin. Oh. Of course I have my own room. Open my journal. No, we don't really need this. Uh-huh. I do like how they implemented the overall map. This map feels juicy. The ocean. Don't fall, bro. Don't fall. As you look over the railing out to the ocean, a wisp of smoke flies past your face. You turn to examine and spot a sailor with a pipe in his mouth and a sheet of paper in his hand, overlooking the stirring waters. Ocean looking like a red lightning. I mean, I guess that's what you get when it's evening and the sun is about to go down. Now it's supposed to be beautiful, I guess. Never seen though. Smoking sailor. So who's that boy? Looking at something. Any spare tobacco? And a chair. You're Robin Shaw, aren't you? Fuck, even this guy knows about me. Yeah, I've heard of you. Don't worry, won't tell anyone. Damn, man, everyone knows about me, it seems like, about my criminal past. Tashi falls silent and begins to read the letter. Trying to draw a conversation from him might be similar to extracting teeth. +1 available crew, and the guy is added to my journal. This one. Southbourne Sailor. I am surprised to not see a criminal tag. Templeton. Yeah, I guess we probably need to just talk to the Templeton. Looking out in the sunset as you approach. He turns to you and nods. Ah, Officer Shaw. It will be some time before we see a sunset such as this again. The light distribution towards the southern pole is quite a change. I noticed you weren't at dinner with the others. Wow. We are so thoughtful. It will be quite some time before we return home. Okay. You are not on the dinner? What the hell? I prefer to eat in solitude. I have my own cabin, and I make use of it. Yo, +1 if you also prefer to eat in solitude, honestly. It's relaxing in a way. Templeton keeps his focus on the reflection of the setting sun over the stirring water of the ocean. There's a great expectation upon us, officer. From who? Who's the benefactor of ours? Are you feeling the pressure? Do you think Captain Hunt is up to the task? Okay, from who? Who's our benefactor? That's not for you to know. Not yet. Bro, if not... What's your problem? We don't have anyone? We don't have the one? That might be the only freaking reasonable answer. Yeah. What's your backstory in that game? Well, I'm kinda... I was looking for a job, and then the captain of the ship hired us as his like second, or rather, second like crew member, like, and that's gonna help him. Like, don't remember how this position called, but like we apparently have some criminal past. In the way that we have not served in the military. We haven't killed a single human, but under our some people that worked on us, there were some accidents with them. Apparently we could not even remember the faces of those people, but apparently they have just died under our guidance. So pretty much we are perfect match for this expedition. That is supposed to be like a one-way ended mission, because, man, someone tells me we are about to die. We are forming an expedition to find a lost ship in the southern pole. Apparently, ironically, the ship that is lost is the sister ship of the one that we are currently on. They were built at the same time, something like that. So this is kind of poetic. Quite the sight, but I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. It's important the first officer be well rested. Hold E to advance to the next week. Week? Bruh, what do you mean week? Wait, I don't want to do this yet, but I guess I am forced. The time ticking in weeks. That's funny. Holy fuck, man, it's 50 food. That's brutal. Food rations, the food rations per crew member this week. Damn, this is insane. That's pretty cool. Doesn't seem like a long game though. Maybe we'll see. Can I control this anyhow? 2 normal food per crew member. Half food per member, but their morale is gonna be down by 10, which doesn't feel like a big deal right now. The fuel spent of the week normal. 2 per personal. Can I just literally do 0? I can, but like it's gonna be brutal. Take everything from them. I don't really see the reason why we should keep the morale at 100%. I don't feel like this is reasonable. Maybe it's supposed to rise. And if we are gonna be at our limit, it's not gonna be possible for us. Confirm ration. I think that might be reasonable. I don't know if those resources are that important. The ship makes its last port at the island. Cordell's standing dogs are picked up. The skeleton crew and Kurt, Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. So, we have visited our last port, and we did not bought ourselves food. Guess you are fucking brilliant. How are you gonna go into the expedition without food if we have like food only for 3 more weeks? Bruh, you are insane. Start next week. Just I don't know how important the food in this game right now, so I cannot make a good decision about how much should I spend. There's a rep on your cabin door, man. What the hell? Where's rep? What the hell? What if I don't like rep? Come in? Come in. Maybe come in. Come in. The door swings open to reveal Kurt Darling. Oh, but feeling his fame. Grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. Dude, I really wanna address him like Kurt Cobain. But if I do, he's probably not gonna be living for a long amount of time. The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Shaw, navigator. Adorned with a slew of apparatus. This seemingly one-man expedition would have been known to anyone following the heyday of exploration and the merchandising that followed. I know little of the man. His reputation is indeed great, but the man behind the legend is but a stranger. Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? Do you need something from me? I'm not the sort to demand favors of Sir Shaw. Apologies for not stopping by sooner, Shaw. It took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. Bruh, I guess. Good to know. I think this game overall should feel more like a visual novel. So we gotta make correct choices, I think, when it's important. So far, this is my expectation. It's not often they work with a film star, is it? Certainly. It's completely understandable on their part. There aren't many who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. Quite the honor, is not? The crew don't seem the film-going type. Well, yeah. Most were born on the sea to begin with. But it is good to know even those old films can inspire. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, I was hoping you would join me back deck. Okay. But why? Why? We finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. I'll be right behind you, Kurt. Well, he's going away. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, Shaw. Harm? He lives, after all. I can open my journal. Let's see what that means. The ship makes its last port. Yeah. I have seen this. Nothing new? Nothing new. Well, I thought we will like leave some more marks in our journal, but apparently no. Doctor's office. Locked. Seems the good doctor isn't in. Or perhaps enjoying his sleep. You are yet to come across the ship's doctor even after all this time. Doc? Doc, are you here? Are you here, Doc? Hello? We need help. Gloss. You're not one of the science team returning to their room. Ah, Mr. Gloss. Did you have a good rest? She nods to you. She nods to you. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought this is the smell. Ah, hello. I didn't expect Mania to be up this early. Harriet Glowsly. I believe I've met your husband. Ah, yeah, now I do remember. This guy that, yeah, lost his drink. Yeah. Dwight made mention of your encounter. He's still fast asleep. He's adjusted to the ship well. I believe a walk around the ship would help acclimate myself to the waves. Perhaps it will take some more time. With that, Gloss makes her way back to the cabin. The science team aren't used to the sea, or the sailor folk. The quiet culture clash, isn't it? Well, I'm sure they will grow used to them over time, huh? I guess they have just pretty much no choice, let's be honest. Ah, so this is not only the place, this is not only the kitchen, but also the place that they're all sleeping. That's funny. Many of the crew are still fast asleep. Yeah, I can see. Best to not disturb. You don't want to find yourself dealing with an abruptly awoken sailor? Let's head up deck. Yeah, understandable. Oh, we are already closer to the point of no return. This is sweet. At the stern, you notice an older sailor at the helm. The old man takes an adept breath in the cold air before letting out a satisfied exhale. Morning. And a good morning to you. He eyes you up. Officer Shaw, right? Left him. Call me that's on account of, well, should be obvious. Chuckles. Don't worry about the bedside. This is Alfil. Just keeping her steady. He examines you. Surprised hand picked from outside for his first mate. Yeah, I'm surprised as well. You must be something special for Hunt to look outside the ranks. Is the idea? Heard some rumors about what you were up to before. Honestly, that might be a bull in the Hunt's eyes. Bruh, but like they all know about us. Apparently they know about us more than we do. Come on. Oh, how come? You guys all heard about me. One way or another. Mornings like this are about the only peace I get from the younger lot. You should take these moments when you can. Lefty returns his attention to the helm. As you get older, I suppose you learn to value the quiet moments, huh? 100%. Well, let's hope we're just as diligent when we are old and grey. Myself before you, of course. So, a new week, a new beginning. You join Kurt at the bow of the ship. You both feel the temperance break the floors below you. Gripping the railing, it draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises as the ship mounts on an impending ice floe. There's a moment's hesitation before a profound crack relieves the ship, cascading across the ice. He exhales. See? Nothing else like it. Yeah, the view kinda decent. Look at the eyes. No two crocks are the same. Bruh, this is a little bit weird. For now though, I need a navigator, not a poet. Yeah, let's not be the first to cosplay a Titanic. This is kinda dangerous, I might assume. So like yeah, be in this area overall. Like one simple iceberg and then you're done. So, we're about a week sail from the last known location of the old Viscount. Oh, only a week? What the hell? That's so fast. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for so long once winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. He looks out across the white. We won't be so confident when the leads dry up and we're stuck here till the next cycle. We need to change course. Out with the puck. Haven't you informed Captain Hunt? Don't listen to me. Thinks I've been endowed by retirement. I've probably seen more ice than he has whiskey. We have enough supplies if it comes to that. It's not the supplies I would be worried about in that situation. People will turn on each other before they let themselves starve. We experienced the long night winter. It's not pleasant to say the least. Long night winter. Ain't gonna lie, but that sounds scary. We will adapt on the ice. If it comes to that, we will adapt. Man, tell me how the fuck are you gonna be adapting on the ice? Like there's like no way. How are you gonna adapt? You are gonna destroy your ship to get some heat? This is your adaptation? There's a chain of command. This isn't one of your adventure serial cards. Certainly not. If I was satisfied with those, I wouldn't have left retirement. We're only as good as the unhappiest man, Robin. Well, I'll do what I can. Thank you for bringing this up to my attention. Kurt nods and turns back to look across the ice. I guess Captain's not gonna listen to us. Yeah, 100%. He's not gonna be returning or going any other way. The only way right now is basically forward. Not sure about if we do have enough food though, that's 100%. Especially if I would take the full amount of food that we were required to give our crew members. Let's see some requests. I'm ready for another day of work? Well, did you hear Kurt's advice? Wants us to switch course. And what our captain's... What's his thought process? Let's see. Yeah, he had a few words to share. So, Kurt, you motherfucker, first you spoke to the captain and now, when he declined you, you decided to... ask for help. Yeah, I see now. He might have been an expert in his time, but this day's card is one with more money than sense. Anyway, back to work. I was hoping you would help me work through a few more requests from the crew. You may have noticed the line pulling up outside. Everyone wants something, it seems. Call them. Call them in, ask you, please. Do we have COVID? Yeah, COVID. Let's go. What's new? COVID. COVID enters the office, man. Hunt, you asked for a report on how the stowaway was doing? Yeah, I wanted to see if the young boy has been settling in well. He has indeed. It means another mouth to feed, but the boy works hard and doesn't ask much. Works hard. He has his dad to guide him as well. I'm sure the boy's father is ecstatic. Huh. You gotta see it. Worried, sick, but happy, yeah. Well. Decorum? What the? Yeah, fuck, I knew that. Man, I fucking knew that, like... That was in fact the correct decision to undersupply my crew. That was... Yeah. Because I don't believe that I could go oversupply with the morale. Okay, so, well, what do you know, sir? Xiao? Perhaps we were right to keep the boy aboard. She lives. She? Wait, COVID is she? Wait, what? Okay. Guess I gotta remind myself time to time. Hammond. And Kasha. Come to me. A thought occurred to me the other day while looking through the crew manifest, and... Well, it might be too late for this. Now that we have already entered the ice. Spit it out. I thought it would be good to have individual photos of the full crew for your report. Not only my report. It would be a good reference for the manifest. Put faces to the names. And so. Much of this crew have served me for years, some decades. I have little problem putting faces to the names. Your thoughts, Xiao? It seems a good idea, waste of time, it's a bit late. Good idea. Souvenir. At best. Sentimental of this expedition, are ya? Some proper photographs will have some historical weight to it. Well, Belfort, I see no problem there. I'll arrange for the pictures to be taken before the crew have their dinner. Thank you, Captain Xiao. Captain Xiao? In the meantime, I'll attempt to get as many individual crew photos as I can. You are still welcome to help on that matter, Officer Xiao. She departs, satisfied. I guess, as long as she doesn't ask us for money, we are good. Hammond. Who the fuck are you? That's the first time I'm seeing you. A short, short-faced man in engineer clothing approaches. An engineer? What the hell, the first one? Are you acting daft, Hunt? Not with intention. Not with bloody surprise to you that notice. Sha, this is our chief engineer, Clive Hammond. An opinionated one. What is it, Hammond? We've hit the ice, and you haven't assigned an extra man down on the boiler. You have your engineer team, and we only got 6 arms between us. I need more manpower maintaining this sailor. Many of the crew have their own tasks they're busy with. I know I've already assigned a Smurf on a matter. The captain turns to you. Minus freaking crew member. Jesus, man. Speaking of crew members, we just got this boy, yeah? That we could assign to the engineer team. Would potentially be a choice. How many do you think is fair? 1? 3? More. Much more. Open the crew manifest to choose how many sailors you wish to assign. Can we get an exact amount, please? I don't see why do I need the John Starborn sailor, Southbourne. Okay, who this exact guy you're saying? Bruh. I don't see him. Maybe he's over there somewhere. The leader engineer, Aisave Matwash. So maybe the best crew that I could assign, I need him to be Aisave and Matwash. Let's see if there's one. Aisave, at least he's Aisave. Who the fuck is this guy anyway? Ah, he's like deployed already, so like that doesn't even matter. COVID. I mean, I guess assign COVID. I can assign it. Yeah, I can assign her. And this guy. Some choices require you to assign crew member from your manifest. In this choice, you may choose the amount of the assign. 1 to 4. One to 4. Right, 1 second. So, like, any suggestions? I do wonder. Maybe we can assign the boy and the da, and a few more people. Should not be that big of a deal. Maybe, although I don't see why I need this guy. I can move them. Okay. Let's stay. Let's put COVID out of reach. I don't really feel like I do really need my crew members to be there in the first place. So let's maybe put them all. Like, why not, after all? You can take around, blah 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 blah. Okay, them all. You're giving me a ward? Ward with 1 bloody arm? Bruh, I'm giving you 4 men. Like, don't complain. Okay, young Ran could use some to teach him on the job. Better than his father. Don't get me started on handing over the bloody stowaway. Would you rather none? The engineer holds his tongue. Fine. But you can tell me how right I was when we are buried under the ice. Man, I have assigned you those fuckers not for you to complain, like for real. If you want to make a suggestion, you should have made it. Like, literally. How could I know who to assign? A good spirit, that one. Meaning the oil and the temper. You won't be seeing much of him though. Perhaps to burrow himself into the boiler room. So that's it? Okay. I mean, I'm not sure that I have really a solid option to put someone to the like engineering job. So that was kind of whoever I could click. Yeah. Perhaps we should rule out what could so easily. The man thinks there could be an alternate path. through the eyes. He's free to search for it. Oh, after all, now he complies. Ciao, meet with him when you have time. Changing course or not, we'll want his scouts set up in the crow's nest. Take care of that. Then you'll be done for the day. Dude, that was fast. The day or the week? The rigging. While examining the rigging of the ship, your eyes notice a figure darting by, climbing on the ropes with ease. The figure lands on their feet before dusting themselves off. Their outfit denotes one of Kurt's scouting crew. Ah, no problems. She looks to you. And you are... Officer Xiao yourself? Click. I'm one of our car's crew. Don't worry about my safety, I know what I'm doing, trust me. Trust me. The famous last words, you know. Kurt doesn't just hire anyone. Well, he didn't hire me for no reason. Got a medal in the gymnastics, if you're worried about my credentials. Man, I'm afraid that that's not enough for this job. Quick jumps up and returns to scan the rigging of the ship. Oh, +1. So, I can descend, I can go speak to the navigator. Send me up there, I'll get you the reading. The scientist eyes the man's cane and turns to you. I believe that the navigator means you to send one of his scouts. The navigator clears his throat and taps his cane. Of course, if you find one of mine, they'll get us reading rightly. Whatever. Can I scout, like? So, this is it. Islander Scout, I saw. I guess if this job requires only one, then why not? They ascend to the nest and take reading with the sextant. I'll clear from up top. Oh, ho, ho, map. What's that? Return? Orca Island? Viscount Island. The last part you made, where I picked up Kurt and the scout team. So this is the last port. This is our current location. And this is our location that we must, yeah. We must visit one way or another. Map doesn't really look that good, you know. Last known location of the Viscount. Your destination. Well, doesn't really tell us that much, isn't it? Approach the sick young man. Sick. He spotted a youthful-looking man leaning over the side of the ship, his head slumped as he looks into the icy pool below. It appears he's been visited by a spot of seasickness. Bruh, you are freaking unlucky. Rip. Pat him on the back. Are you okay? Are you okay, bruh? You speak out and sickly man doesn't answer. He raises his head and turns to spot you. His eyes widen in shock as he does. Bespectacled young man, shaken with unease. Young man? He looks like he's 50, like what do you mean he's young? Literally. He stares at you for a brief moment. A look of shame plastered upon his face. So sorry. I haven't seen you around. Who the fuck are you? Compose yourself, man. Man up. Yeah, in fact, what do we say to the sick person? Man up. We should be able to handle the waves. Are you alright? I mean, this guy lies to us. That's funny. Well, not really. I'm very sorry. He then turns around and hurriedly runs in the opposite direction, avoiding your gaze. Bruh. How about you're gonna like visit a doctor? I don't know. Although it's not gonna help, but like still. Oh, listen. You're here too of the newly arrived scouting crew Talkin. Ah, Quilcy. Having any trouble settling in? Not too bad. I can't wait for a chance to sleep though. A proper navigator never rests until their work is done. Of course. I take it you had no issue settling in, right? Not at all. They and the crew are funny a lot. Old cards certainly caught their attention. Har, do you think any of them would mistake Art and myself? I think he would collapse from joy if they did. Or perhaps... What the fuck they were talking about? I do wonder. What would that mean? Pumps? Pantry. Something new. The moment you enter the pantry, a bag of flour drops on your head, scattering all over your officer's uniform. Man, don't tell me it's gonna be minus food. Gnomes! Holy fuck, we have gnomes! The hell was that? Gnomes? You've wiped the floor of you before continuing. Tinned food. Give me that. Plus 1 crate of tinned food. You lift a crate, things from the shelves. Does that mean it's added to my inventory? Anyhow? Interesting. I think it feels like I stole some wood, some food. This is yikes. Like considering that we are stealing from our own crew at this point. Kind of weird if you think about it. What about pumps? Engineer is not there, yeah. So pretty much that's it. Let's approach the cook. Ah, you must be Shah. Seems you met my brother already. You're on Stoke, but nobody calls me that. On this ship, I'm known as a junior. You seem more personable than your brother. Junior? Why the name? Should be obvious you've met my brother. It's the burden that comes with being the younger. Ah, one step ahead of me. If you add those things to the hoosh, we should be good for dinner. Ah, so I haven't stolen anything. God bless. What will it be this week, shall? Feed the hoosh pot. Resource items may be spent here for instant effects, creating food, or changing the status of crew member. Push plus 20. Farms plus 3, which I would not say is a bad thing, isn't it? I think I might afford it. I don't see that this item would also impact like the sickness of my crew. So why not, after all? Yeah, let's do this. I'm surprised that we just stole an item and this item will bring us some more food after. After all. Like, come on. Like, Cook doesn't know how to use these items, yeah? Makes sense. Anyway. Why the furnace number doesn't change? This is weird, no? But anyway, I'm good. I guess sleep. Not like I can do anything else. What's there? Nothing? Okay, understandable. I'm just a little bit surprised that it's marked as I need to go there. So, call the crew. The crew have their meal. Harm. Shall I toss to the ice? Yeah. The day gets longer, but dinner's fixed. You'll see us through the long day and the darkest night. This is evening already. Man, time flies by. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. Not for long. You notice two sailors passing by from the dinner table. An embedded sailor on wobbling legs, leaning on the shoulder of another. Ah, good times, good times. Need to learn to handle your drink, Tucker. Ah, but I'm fine. My mates can carry me, eh? Cavity? They can also drop you. Have to Jones carry you next time. To Jones? Especially considering that I didn't send to Jones to the engineering crew. Are you asleep? Shit. Plus 2 available crew. Man, so if I would not interact with those boys, they would not count as part of my crew? That low-key looks like. Door? What we do when we see suspiciously looking door? Of course we are trying to enter. What we do when it doesn't work? Yeah, we try to enter another door, but this is our room. Accent above the desk. Eavesdropping again? You are here, two engineers chatting about deck. Or rather, you are here, one engineer speaking with another. What an unusual place for two engineers to speak, yeah, you know? I think they do not really belong there. Don't know how the chief could stay down there all evening. Dick. This guy's name is Dick, not bad. You ever see Mr. Hammond eat? Nah, I haven't. Maybe he doesn't even eat. Man's not human if he can work all day and at night on that boiler. Probably doesn't sleep either. He probably sleeps. Dick. It's a figurative. Right. I like how our little interaction brings us even more crew. Otherwise, that would not be possible, so tells me. Captain's cabin? Of course. Doesn't work. Oh, doggy. Approach the dogs. Ingrid Cordell added to the manifest. What's there about her? If there's something. Scouts. I doubt she's a scout. 2 engineers, by the way, only 2. So, she was added, but wait. Arthur Nuttleman, seasick, doctor, bro. Bro. What do you mean he's a doctor? What the? And then when I was thinking about turning this guy to a doctor, apparently he is a doctor. Isn't that a little bit ironic? Ice Sami. Kennel Master. Not much, not much. So the dogs regard her with a rapt attention as she paces between them, ball in hand. Ah, now I understand where our food is going to. Like, I was questioning myself why it takes so much food to feed our crew. And then it happens, yeah, we have 14 dogs, bruh. Especially considering that they do eat even more than humans do, if you remember it. The largest joins her side as you approach. Try some. Try the soup. Bruh, I think she tells it to the dog, no? What's in it? Give her and rolls petals. I'm already eaten. Fair. She takes a sip herself without hesitation. Penguin, some blubber, fats and proteins. Fastest way to hydrate them. Was there something you need? Just inspecting the animals. Are you there? Why are you there? Ah, right. Do it then. She pets the dog by her side. I'm here for them. They belong here more than we do. Unlike us, they need the ice. It cools them through their paws as they run. They would or hit otherwise. Strong creatures. Who's that beside you? This is Stanberry. Bark? You've been on the ice for a long time, I guess. Oh, don't ask me how I predicted her answer. It was an accident. Can I pet the little good boy? It barks at you and moves behind its master. Ah, sheesh, man. Apparently. Still no response. Open up! After knocking on the door several times, it finally swings open to reveal one of Templeton's signs. Team. Oh my god, that worked, man. That worked. Being annoying fuck worked? Apparently. Yes. You require my presence? Why the fuck are they all, or some of them, covered with this piece of fabric? Is this that cold over there? Especially inside? I doubt. Or he just doesn't really want to show his face? I think. Apologies to check. I'm acquainting myself with the crew. Who the fuck are you? You should know. I'm the meteorologist of this expedition. Yeah, I should know. I should know. No, but like, I should know. Apparently, I just should know. You suck. If I'm not required for anything, I would ask not to be disturbed any further. Well. At least, let's... Well, we got him. And... then that's it? I guess. So, can I interact with my journal anyhow? No. So that's it. Let's skip the time. Night. Okay, how much? Minus 58? Are you kidding me? Minus 29. Bruh, I'm trying to Ah, yeah, finally I can use my keyboard, that's more responsive. Just imagine. Yeah, using our Russian. Just like that. Minus 40. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm gonna be trolling if I will do this, no? Because they're gonna be sick. And if they're sick, then I'm fucked. Fair. That's probably, yeah, the best choice over there. Let's go. Another week passes. The temperature has finally entered the thick isolates. Then they grow even brighter. Minus 8 degrees. Honestly, not even that cold. Ain't it? Start next week. Week 3. Isn't this the week I'm supposed to find the ship? Or maybe the next week is gonna be. Just got home finally. Can watch in peace. Brother, welcome home. Welcome back. You probably will enjoy, but can't say. At least, man, this game right now feels like a decent visual novel at this point. Not the worst, not the worst. I currently can't really see anything in particular that would surprise me, but I'm still eager to know. At least we've gotta find the ship after all. So I can go over there. Probably will find nothing expected. Let's check everything. Just in case, because this game can hide some stuff. Holy fucking hell, man. And the music changed. It feels cold over there. It's still minus 8 degree. What the hell? What do we see on the map? So we are on the middle of this. Yeah, we haven't changed our course, it seems like. And this is weird. Maybe next week. Maybe next week we are gonna be there. But we will see. So peaceful there. Man, this music. I do in fact like this ambient. That's with Captain. He's absent. Or at least I thought so. Appears to be absent. In fact, he is. His chair is unoccupied. Right. Best get started now, maybe? The whole room shudders. Seems like I had no choice. Whatever I would pick probably would be the same. So what happened? Of course, man, of course. So, we probably could not escape the situation, isn't it? Examine the problem. What in the... Well, I was worried about this. Bro, I thought we concluded that we are gonna be changing the course, no? Why you, Fox, didn't change the course? Like, why? Look at that ice. We could be trapped for a while. Strong pressures. As if we don't have enough bother. Well, no need mucking around. Let's go to work. Where's Hunt? I'll grab him. I'm sure he felt it too. Chow, check the boiler room. I'm sure the moment has problems of his own. Not to worry, everyone. We'll be free and moving again before you know it. Back to work. Well, to me it doesn't look like we're gonna be freed soon, anytime soon. Pet the Dodge? Dodge? It's behind the ears. Works? You're not knowingly at it. Rare Warframe stream. I mean, yeah. Almost Warframe. Cosplaying myself as a Varuna main at the moment. It was your pal. Nice. Officer Xiao, it would appear we have stopped. Curious. Hunt was warned of this pathway, was he not? Even I could see the risks. And yet, an experienced sailor carried on. Guess who got African tons of Enderman? How could you? Did you farm Vodyanoi? Or like, what's the trick? Teach me. What a monster. I'm now afraid of you. That's a little bit too much. Even for me. The two Necros, Nidus Core Arena. And how much time it took you to farm it? This is what's important. I farmed 2 hours? I guess that might be a fair exchange. Now you can get yourself like something about 6 maxed mod. Damn, teach me your ways. 1 minute for 3k and yeah, that's decent. Now Pyro, don't worry not. There's like tons of guys on the YouTube. It's an old strategy to farm Endo in the Warframe. It's unknown one. Some like the one could probably say that farming arbitration would be also a decent idea because you'll also get some platinum one way or another. But if you are going exclusively for End of Vodyanoi might be the best option. There's a Discord server for it too. I can share the invite for it. I mean, I don't need it. But if some of you guys want, then you could go. It's probably to form yourself a team, yeah? To play for it. Which makes sense. Because otherwise it would be omega hard to find a squad. So yeah. It's probably recommended to join the Discord. It makes sense. It makes sense to like join the farm Discord. It absolutely makes sense. Even I could see the risks and yet experienced sailor carried on. I wonder what now goes through that man's head. The man's head is empty because we don't see him on the ship. Where the fuck is the old fart? This is the question. Kasha. Master Xiao, what happened? Ships come to a stop. I almost flung my camera into the wall. We didn't hit anything, did we? No. This anything hit in us, apparently. Have you seen Hunt? Not since this morning. He was going to speak with Grimly about the lifeboats, last I heard. Grimly. Ah! There's even lower deck. Oh? A little bit of food, always nice. You know, guys, I don't really plan to play the Descendia, but I guess we'll descend. Descend to the lower deck. Let's go. Grimly, you fucker, I gave you 4 crew members. What the fuck is going on? If you're looking for Hunt, you just missed him. Bruh. How? We didn't cross paths. Don't ask me. I'm going to check with my brother. Or where's the engineer? I do forgot. Bunker? Take some call. Nice. It feels warm and juicy, maybe. So what do we see? Approach the two men. Yeah, if I had made any errors, I tell you, it's secured, don't you worry. Sure, send it to me on Discord. I'm not attached Discord server. They not assume. So impressive machine. This boiler. Am I interrupting? I'm sure you are aware of what's happening. I'm ensuring that the boilers are not damaged in the sudden commotion. And I told you that if it was, you'd already know. I found some Battle of the Beast right now. And there's MR6 Citrine with Milmao. MR6 Citrine? Bruh. I'm surprised that the MR is so low, but yet this guy farms Citrine. Because it's hella hard to. I have wasted like few hours farming Citrine, but like even now I kinda thinking of the possibility of buying it out, because man, it literally takes you 20 minutes each attempt, and you can do nothing with it, or at least it feels like. Right. I'm not in the business of making mistakes. I know that if the furnace goes, we go down with it. Yeah, but you're only one man, with just a pair of engineers as assistants. Just looking at the number of valves, it seems far too much for you to handle. Can't you buy her with a crystal satellite? Yes, but it's still gonna take you a lot of time to farm those crystals too. Because by the time you're supposed to get all those crystals to get her, you would potentially be lucky enough to farm her out from the missions. Like at least developers, they are assuming that with a great success you would rather get those parts from the mission. And if you're like omega lucky, there's a PT system and you can buy it out. I just heard a lot of people just rage quit it and bought it with platinum. Like maybe something like with Cyberman. Someone just decides to not farm 30k of cryotic and instead just pay some plat. But in fact, this is unpleasant farm. Mirror defense, man. The mission when you are just time capped, it doesn't matter how many opponents you kill, you're just supposed to stay a certain amount on the mission to get a chance to get the part. This is freaking unlucky. The worst mission, like, so far. When your actions absolutely do not matter. Like, the outcome of the mission is gonna be the same, whatever of your choice. I played for Nightwave mission. I did too. And even outside of that. And yeah, and the experience was not pleasant at the slightest. Just look at the number of valves, some solution to handle. So what happened to the boys that I sent to you to help you? What the hell? Real farm is also tedious as hell. I don't find it that hard because at least the mission was fun. And along the farm, you would also get some juicy stuff. Like some arcanes maybe. Some stuff like additional. You can get too much parts from one boss. Like at least you can get like the Uriel mission to be done in maybe 5 minutes. No, let's do 8, okay. But I think you can do it in less. But like when it comes to Citrine, it really feels like you need 20 minutes. So like real farm doesn't even look that bad. Plus you are still required to like do 21 fights to progress the story with him. Opposed to the Citrine farm when you are like literally has absolutely no story whatsoever. It's just a grind for the sake of grind. Which is like, yeah. How much? So, maybe your blood benefactor should have considered that. I've gotten used to it by now. It will hold, trust me. I will, well, I'll have to, won't I? I don't fancy staying on this ship any longer than necessary. It's imperative we break free from the ice as quick as possible. Haven't I assumed? A grimace on his face. First mate's here. But where's the one who got us into this bloody mess? It's a difficult one to find. Indeed, he is. I have a suspicion as to where he might be now. We're on a ship, an unmoving one at that. The man cannot simply disappear. Oh boy, oh boy. Not if this is a rebellion. Okay. If he is anywhere, he must be in this in his cabin. When you find the man, give him an earful on my behalf. Can't do it myself, too busy keeping us alive. Templeton gives a nod. I believe you and I both of our good captain a visit shall. But we should call the crew for dinner first. Routine is important, especially now. It's midday, what do you fucking mean it's dinner already? I thought dinner is supposed to be like the evening time, no? But whatever. Not before we have made this furnace. Mind grabbing some coal from the bunkers, shall? Or are you afraid of dirty hand like Mr. Tappleton over there? Well. I guess I already did so. Not much choice we can do. Are you just gonna keep standing there or give us something to burn? Ask engineers to raise the heat. Curse the freezing. But we don't really have problems with that yet. What about feed the shit? I guess why not? Let's just feed it. So this is how we are gonna replenish the fuel after all. So let's leave. I really do not think that someone's freezing, so like, whatever. Maybe I can get another grab of coal? No, I cannot. You emerge mid-deck to find the crew readying themselves for dinner. Despite the eyes, some seem nervous. Other, as if nothing has changed at all. They fucking don't care, understandable. As long as they are getting paid, everything is fine. Like, completely relatable. Right. First of all, where's Captain? Nah, he's like nowhere to be seen. This is goddamn funny. Seems like I, in fact, have no choice. Gotta feed the crew. So, feed the hoosh, maybe. Same old, same old. For some reason it doesn't really add me as... Wait, I can burn... Wait, that means I can burn the food? To get some oil. That's interesting. Like instead of using it to feed our crew members, I can set it to a flame. Yeah, this is funny. but I would rather not. Okay. Let's go. Call for dinner. The crew have their meal. The dinner's shared. Return to their post and the hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. Yeah. If it's dropping? You didn't see him either. He didn't pass by, but his cabin door was locked when I checked. Slippery bastard. What are you thinking, Hunt? Yeah, very weird, in fact. This guy suddenly disappeared out of nowhere. Maybe. The captain is not real. He's a ghost. Kasha. No sign of Hunt. I take it? Templeton passed by, but he wasn't exactly willing to take a question. I guess when shit happens, Capitan is always nowhere to be seen, isn't it? Oh, the boys are not afraid to step on the ice. That could lead to a potential problem. Okay, cart. Keep it up, let's. We'll set ourselves right in no time. Sure. I just saw Templeton enter in the captain's cabin. Seems Hans hauled himself up inside. Maybe if you had a word with our good captain, he would be willing to lend a hand. Not yet. One would think Hunt would be taking action at a time like this, Cardell says. Instead, the man has squirreled himself within his office. An odd one. The guy is so afraid, unexpectedly. Let's see. Huh. The guy just literally in his tub. I was informed that he was there. Where could he have hidden himself? He has to be in there. Check under his decks. At this point, leave the man. I'll handle matters. I will handle this. So, leave. And despite Hans' issues, there's still a chain of command. We cannot wave it so flippantly. Arr! The captain's laugh rings out of behind the door. The captain watches you both. He says Swain as he chuckles to himself. Bro, don't tell me the captain just was a little bit too drunk to notice it all. No way. You're a surprisingly difficult man to get a hold of, Hunt. Seeing that this is your ship. I know it well. Hunt's eyes turn to you. I believe you two are already acquainted. How long have you been drinking? I don't suppose you care to join? Well. This whole fucking time this guy was sleeping in his room. Apparently. Hunt shakes his hip flask as he holds it out. Whiskey sloshing and spilling from the top. And what if you shall? I can tempt you with some sweet nectar? I am afraid this is not the time. I don't drink, man. And you don't care to humor me this once. Well, your loss. You intend to offer drinks at a time like this? This ship, your ship, is trapped in the fucking ice. It's my ship now, is it? And what do you expect me to do? Get the show us out? Well. Apparently, you could have heated cards warning, but what does that do now? Nothing. What do you mean this is not your ship? But like we kinda knew it that it's not his ship, no? Since the very beginning. You at least do your work. I've carried your load until now. Carrying my load is your job. What the fuck? Man, such a change of character after all. I don't know why. Maybe in fact the captain is familiar with the crew members of the ship we are going after. That's my best bet. So, the closer we are, the more sentimental he is. Might be so. That's what you signed up for, isn't it? Hunt. Captain? If you are not fit to stand, then you should retire for the night. Xiao will stand in your stead, and we can continue this morning. And abandon my duty? No captain would do that. No captain who would do that is a fit captain. Won't you agree? Well, not you, Xiao. Isn't that right? What do you think makes for a good leader? Sobriety, for a start. For sure, man. He sips at his drink. But I'm serious, Xiao. To you, what makes a good leader? We don't have time for... In a word then, what makes a leader? A good fucking question, man. A good fucking question. What makes a leader? Control? I guess control would be the best choice, honestly. What willpower would make? What understanding would make? Man, the control is probably the only option. Control? Explain. Control over your surroundings, your crew. To place them on the correct course, or... It's all appearances. They need a leader, you need to convince them you are worth following. Control over your emotions to be able to remain calm no matter the circumstances. Honestly, the third option might be a decent one. But the first one is nice too. Like, you need to control your surroundings. Let's see. Big talk, but do you really think that's possible? What do you fucking mean that's possible? Like, he's telling like he doesn't have any kind of control over the crew at this point, which is a little bit weird, because up by this point, everything was going smoothly. Like, I don't know what just happened, so we are so fucked up out of nowhere. It's a little bit weird. Weird change of character, also. People aren't pieces on a chessboard. They think, they feel, they can move any directions they please. And all a captain has in common with the king is that you are both targets. Speaking of platitudes, will do you no good? A good leader is something more than a single rule you were told to follow. When you see one, you just know. You wasted enough time being philosophical. Oh, my apologies. I'll ask the real questions. Ciao. Look at where we are. Do you honestly think we are going to survive this? What the fuck? He's even talking about? Did he just wanted to die from the beginning, or like what? It doesn't make much sense right now. Well, I have no doubt we will survive. At least as long as we are alive, you know. Well, I suppose someone has to carry fate with them. The captain laughs. Ciao. Nobody knows we're out here. That doesn't leave this room. No. We wouldn't want to upset your employer. Our benefactor. We all want to be paid after this, don't we? Enough! If you weren't fit to lead this expedition, I should not have agreed to it. You shouldn't be. None of us should be there. Old cart paid handsomely to join. And just about sent to keep an eye on me, our doctor. Huh? And then there's me. Well, what are we actually searching for? And chuckles. Gesticulates mockingly with his hand. Ghosts. Templeton opens the door. The captain needs his rest. We'll discuss this once he's of sound mind. Let him speak, Templeton. I wish to know more. It's alright, Robin. So let's speak to the captain once again. Go on now, Shaw. I will be right there. Ah, little fuck. Captain appears to have fallen asleep. What? Ah, fuck, but they're definitely hiding something. They're altering you with disrespect. I mean, bruh. The point is, the captain suddenly became a dickhead out of nowhere. I kinda don't get it. Why? Plus, the whole fact that captain didn't really care. What's gonna be his first mate? He didn't care about us since the beginning. And the offer for a job was stated that this job is gonna be really hard and very low paid. This might sound a little bit suspicious. Like, in fact, this whole expedition was like one-way journey, in a way. Let's go out. Let's see what can we do. Templeton. Pretty much Templeton is the only one that knows what the fuck is going on, but he will not say anything. Captain Hudson needs his sleep. It would appear the pressures of command have greatly affected him. You should find some rest yourself. The crew have their commands. Clear your head, and we'll continue on the morning. Well, apparently this is already even, but on the North Pole, I mean on the South Pole, there's no night, is it? Kinda interesting. Can we speak to someone else in the meanwhile? Or rather, we just need to end the day. Yeah, seems like we need to end this cycle. So yeah, let's just skip it all. Yo, back to our room. I wish it was green. There's a loud banging on your door and a familiar voice speaks from behind the wood. Xiao, are you in there? Xiao. Hammond, what's going on? Was everything so green? Hammond? What's going on? Why is everything so green? Never mind green. The boiler's in serious trouble. Pumps need mend, and we need to stop the whole system overheating. Wait, what? Overheating? And I don't need to tell you if the furnace gas will go. Lead the way, then we don't have a moment to spare. Right, let's move. We need to find the captain now. Bruh. The main engineer. But it's supposed to prevent all kind of troubles. Now tells you that your engine is almost fucked. What the fuck he was doing all this time then? That's a good freaking question. Also, this is fine that the green out of nowhere just looks like a It's a Halloween in a way, with those neon lights from any direction. Maybe it's like we'll see what's going on in the outside soon enough. Speak to Kash. Kasia rushes up, holding her camera tight as the ship rumbles. What's happening? Are we going under? Not if we can help it. Out of the way. Looks like jet electrons will pull up. We've gotten invaded, man. We've gotten invaded, 100%. It's safe to go up top, right? That Aurora. It's a shot I cannot miss. Kasia steps back before snapping a photograph of the ensuing chaos. So the only way is up, apparently. The lights of the Aurora flicker over the pale ice. Yes, I thought, man. It's just a typical night. Right. The animals are barking furiously at the green that has invaded their territory. Calm, Stanberry. What's happened to the ship? Nothing I can fix. Don't fret. Then I shan't stop you, Mr. Hammond. Yeah, have you seen the captain? I'm assigned to this room and I have zero idea. It's your problem, after all. As usual, man. Right, this time I see Captain nowhere near. This poor boy probably just, yeah, was a little bit too drunk and fell outside of the ship. This is like my best assumption. Minus Captain. Nothing. Visibly perturbed, he takes a moment to compose himself. Even the tub is empty. Why would you expect him to be in the tub? Not important. This doesn't make sense. The man seemed barely fit to crawl himself into bed earlier. What? Hammond. Hammond turns to him. So, alright, Shao. Captain's missing. You're in charge. Finally, bro. Finally. Finally, now I am the boss over there, as it feels like. As the boss, the first things first, I wanna say, what the fuck is our real mission? You boys, you got to tell me everything. Good to hear. Don't get a big head about it. Yeah, indeed. The crew are no doubt waking at this moment. They're no doubt scared, confused. It's your duty to keep them calm, to maintain order. Hammond glares at Templeton. It's Shao's job to get down to the boiler room now. We already wasted enough time looking for that bastard Hunt. If you storm down to that room, all you'll be doing is inciting a panic. We need to calm the fears of the crew. Maintain an air of focus. That you do it, bro, like your bricked face might calm them a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright, so lie to them as the ship goes down? Not at all. Instead, assure them we know how to remedy this matter. This it reminds me of fucking real world politics, you know? The boys are, they have zero fucks about what they're doing, but like, they're gonna be telling you that, yeah, everything is under our control. It's nothing to worry about. You. Do you know how to remedy this matter, Mr. Hammond? Yeah. And we need to be quick. I don't have time to worry about some stupid sailor's feelings. We've got a bloody ship to save. Well, it's as you said. Officer Shao is in charge. The decision's yours. Devon was right, we need to focus on calming the crew. Hammond is right, we can't waste any more time. The boiler won't wait for us. I think, yeah, it's a man. I kinda can get what this choice is about. If I will choose Templeton, I will calm the crew, which will potentially either negate the loss of the morale or will boost our morale. But we'll lose the fuel. If we are gonna go for the fuel, we will negate the negative over there. I would rather probably choose the fuel. Like, as far as I can see, we can deal. Although it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say what's more important for now, the fuel or the morale. Because my morale is kinda up and I can use it well. Let's keep the fuel for the time being. We cannot waste any more time, the boiler won't wait for us. Fine. I'll keep the crew at bay then. Mon, don't worry about him, let's go. Yeah, I think, like, fuck the crew, man, we gotta save the ship. Like, if we are not gonna be saving the ship, then what it makes the crew? The crew's gonna be fucked anyway, then. As more of the crew knows you and her. Minus morale, of course. I mean, at least it's not that big. Minus 15 only. Like for real. Fuck the crew. I mean, yeah, if we are gonna be losing the ship, man, the crew is... Yeah, it is. It won't matter anymore at this point. Hammond descended below, the whispers began. Soon the crew pick up the pace, walking directionless with hurried footsteps. Guard approaches. Boiler trouble. I take it? I'll lend a hand. Not when you're walking with that cane, you're not. I have enough strength. Oh man. We can use your cane like a fuel, by the way, in fact. Go tell the crew to hit the lower decks as many as possible. Let's go, Xiao. Time to save this busted ship. Okay, boy. You descend the ladder. Ahead you can see the brothers. Brothers, man. Brothers. So that's how engineers call themselves. They're calling themselves brothers. Makes sense. Trying to open the door to the hold. Yeah, in fact, those probably are the real brothers, no? Fuck, my bad. Trying to get in? Same. They're stuck. Pull harder, you bastards. We need to get there. It's the only thing that matters. We need to keep the furnace on right. No, we don't. I think that doesn't really matter. Like, if we will break the door, that should not realistically matter that much. Like, so long as the ship is functioning. So, can you help us? The metal door unsticks. Grimly looks to you before darting off into the dark. Where's that bloody idiot running off to? To sound the alarm. Bloody hells. Let's get moving. You enter the boiler room. Plus one crew. So, as you enter, Hammond's engineer and team are hard at work. The larger of the two engineers loses grip of their valve as steam begins to shoot out, causing Hammond to dash forward. Watch it! Hammond tackles the engineer to the ground, saving him from the nasty steam burn. Made just in time. What's the ball, Chief? Keep those valves pumping. We need to avoid a water hammer, or we won't be making it off the ship. Xiao. The rest of the crew aren't here. Grab a valve and start turning. Valve. Which valve? Valve. I guess any. You grab a valve and begin trying all you can to keep the water at bay. Pump! You feel the ache in your muscles as you continue to push the valve, keeping the pressure at bay. Yo. I think I might have fucked up a tiny bit, in a way, because in the beginning of the game, I kind of chose my profile to be as a, like a white collar good boy, you know, not to live in the city for the most of his life, compared to the choice when we could choose another race, basically, to assign ourselves like a sea worker, not knows everything about the stuff. So basically that means thematically it would make more sense for us to calm the crew, because like we just fit to this task better. I just forgot, man. I fucking forgot. And because we're fucking no one at the engineering process and stuff, we are just losing even more fuel right now. So I have lost 30 fuel because I could not keep the valve, because I'm fucking boy that lived in the city his whole life. Makes sense. Makes sense. You keep turning and doing the best you can to keep the pressure at bay. We could be at this room for hours. Shit. Where's the rest of the crew? They there. Brought hell. Fuel is fucked up, man. Or maybe it's just scripted after all. Maybe my origin doesn't really matter. It is just scripted to go down. And I just had no other choice just to lose. Yeah, because, man, it's literally like that. Logically, I've chosen the best option, but apparently I lost. It feels like. Get McCall and turn those valves. Call and turn those valves. Ah, yes, of course I don't have one. I'm gonna bring some. No, but like I've tried so hard to save myself some fuel, and what do you think? I'm almost out of it. I'm Omega Match. Right? Resource cards. Can I potentially get myself some help? Yeah. So I can make someone work for me, but who? I need someone strong. Maybe John is up to task. Saltborn. Right, John, let's go. Grab valve, and second valve, it says who's gonna be. I need someone strong. Someone strong. Who would that be? Maybe this old dude. Why not? So grab the valve. With enough hands working on the boiler, you begin to fight back the potential water hammer. Someone's going to have to hold the furnace in place. For example, anyone? I don't know who's Teshi. I barely remember the impact of this boy, so like we will not miss him in case of emergency or accident. The room shatters. Water hammer. A guy got wounded. Only expected. A bit of steam paints Sheridan. It subsides as they breathe in agony. When a crew member gains a severe status effect such as wounded, scurry or frostbite, that crew member will become invalid and unable to work. Well, that was expected. You keep up the work, shifting the valves until the boiler has fully calmed. The ship is saved. You won't be sinking today. As the crew give assistance to the wounded Sheridan, you feel your muscles tense. You fall back, collapsing from exhaustion. As you lay back, all you can hear are a pair of panicked voices. Where the hell is Captain Hunt? Interesting. It does feel like we have no fuel, despite me trying my best to save the situation. But what's funny enough, that at the end of this whole situation, at the end of the story, we in fact got plus 20 morale for our crew. We lost 15 morale, but when we successfully repaired the engine, we've got plus 20, which kinda makes it yikes. But I lost all my fuel. I mean, there's still some that I will be able to restore the next day, but yet we ain't gonna move anywhere. And we are cooked. We are officially cooked. I was good until I wasn't, you know. I guess I can keep some food, why not? Let's confirm the day. Minus 10 loyalty, minus food, minus everything. Temperance is saved from sinking. The Aurora passes, leaving only the bright light and white. We are yet to be defeated. Week 4. Yeah, I think I was destined to end up in the situation when we could not proceed further. In a way. Because I think if I would choose an option to call my crew members, I would honestly just... It probably would lead me to a game over at this point, I might believe. Although I kinda don't feel like I impacted that much in the engine room, because my origin implies that I literally am not skillful enough for this kind of work, and I gotta remember this for the next time. So we will see. You are alone in the captain's cabin. Out across the deck can be heard the commotion of the crew. Word has spread quickly that Captain Hunt is missing. Templeton slips in through the door. Ciao. Don't let the call in. A difficult request, Ciao. Hunt is still missing. And he's not alone in that regard. Max crew decreased. What the hell? Sanders, Sparrow, and Grenal are also unaccounted for. Bruh. Half of my freaking crew just went missing. A dream of any captain. As is a sizable food and fuel supply. Bruh. And one of the larger lifeboats. Ciao, you and I are not naive. It seems quite clear what's happened there. Yeah, they're trying to escape. Well, freaking done. What a traitors. I got a bit sure. Yes, but why would Hunt abandon us? Yeah, that's the question. What's happened to him? I'm pretty sure you know the answer. Ah, that's a question I cannot answer. I doubt we'll ever know at this stage. Do you believe that he doesn't know? Those two, the captain and this so-called representative of the benefactor, they are clues, really? I would not say so. The former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means, Xiao? Yes. I understand. That I gotta return home, like... We are not going towards the ship anymore, because... Well, why would we? Oh, that would be Captain Xiao now. I take it. Had is still Captain. I don't intend to usurp him. Alright, I would care for you to enlighten me. A new Captain must be selected by the crew. As first mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. I know what it comes to. Apparently, one way or another, I am gonna be Captain. Okay, how do I argue for that role? Your presence in the face of Han's absence is an argument in itself. They will hold a vote as soon as possible. That carpenter, Grimly, he's still loyal to Hans, and many of the sailors will follow his vote, if not all. Though I can assure you have the vote of myself and the scientists. Carter and his crew are likely to support you as well. I'm not sure where the engineers will side. They are likely loyal to their pay. Bruh. At this point, I think they would all vote for me because, like, their captain literally abandoned them. What are we even talking about? Sheldon's still recovering from their steam burns, which may end up working to our favor. And the civilians are a mystery. But I believe when all is said and done, you'll just about make the vote. You have clearly given us a lot of thought. Of course. It's vital to remain aware of their crew's intention. They're waiting outside Xiao. They're scared. They don't know where to turn. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Though, times seem dire, remember. There's a rescue ship on its way. Oh, freaking... What do you mean there's a rescue ship? You just told us that we are on our own. I fucking miss understandings for a Necker's augment. Ha. I mean, if you have like a standing with... I mean... At this point, you might try to like exchange it for another. If you have like another syndicate that you can use to trade with another player, you could potentially exchange. But I doubt you will have enough standing in the brother syndicate to that of Neckers. But anyway, finding a guy to trade with it's a pain in its own. Although maybe mods is not such a big deal. I do remember I've struggled a bit to exchange weapons because they do require you to get a lot of standing with the syndicate, which might be a problem for certain players. Maybe if you will try to exchange mods with another player, it's gonna be a little bit easier. But which mod are you gonna use? Because I do not remember any mod that you would actually need. Or at least I would need. Like there's a mod that allows you to use your health instead of energy, but like it's like whatever. I would not be sure that this is that useful. Other than that, I don't remember. I mean, it's useless. Especially considering that you are gonna be consuming energy maybe only when the corpse is gonna be desecrated. So like, you're fine. You're never gonna run out of energy, pretty much. And if you do, you always can use the energy batteries that you can craft in your foundry to replenish your energy on go. So not a big deal. Okay, there's a rescue ship on its way. Even if the Temperance falls, we still have a potential escape. 35 weeks. Bruh. The ship will arrive at Viscount Island in 35 weeks from now. We are not gonna survive. We should focus on surviving that long. That's all we need to do, Captain. The relief could become trapped just as we have been. Understand. His line. I think his line. The captain said that no one is gonna help us. And this guy is just trying to trick us, I think. But maybe it's truth, but I doubt. How can be certain the rescue ship will come? I can assure it. Our refactor will ensure it. I don't believe him at all. Here you should have this. Appleton presents you with a fancy-looking hut. Hans hut. He left it behind in his cabin. That tells us what we need, doesn't it? I can take the hut, but do I need to? What about you? Do you wish to be captain? This is not my burden to bear. Right. I won't be needing that anyway. The commotion outside grows. Man, I don't need the hat of the previous captain. Like, we're gonna be a new person with a new beginning. So, I choose with observer reality. I suggest you do the same, Captain. The scientist refrains for a moment. Wait for him to continue. I think it's best we declare that the captain and the missing crew are dead. There's no need for us to complicate things any further. I won't lie to them, Deputon, 100%. Leaders lie. Get used to it. Yeah. So he's lying then. Then I'm pretty sure he's lying. Not a single ship is gonna come to save us. And this is why the last captain just gonna crash out. Because he knew that we are fucked. Alright, let's observe the desk. Hans Ledger's gun. The top? The last place you saw Capitan. There's still drops of whiskey frozen. Yummy! Anyway, let's leave. Not so chill anymore. I mean, not in a way we would like it to see, huh? And there's the crew. The hushed voice becomes more distinct as you make your way back out into the open air. You notice the absence of Sheridan. The crew members notice you and stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. Attention! It should be clear by now that Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in the new captain. I nominate Officer Xiao for the role. The clear choice as first mate. And what of Hunt? I don't see him among us, do you? Don't see about it either. He's still out there. We don't know what happened. Something we can discover for now. Someone has to take the reins of command. All in favor of Officer Xiao? Start the voting process. Let's see. Okay. We've got 5 votes, apparently. Why is it going so... positive, I wanna say. Okay. I do feel like we are gonna be winning. But come on. This feels a little bit rigged, that we almost lost. Like, yeah. The developers just wanted to make this moment a little bit spicy. But apparently now we are a captain, officially. You've been confirmed as the captain of the expedition. I hope it pays well. I hope it. Well, the A's have it. Xiao shall be acting captain from this point forward. Acting Captain Hans Stedt. The crowd look to you expectantly. As Templeton gives you no and nod. A moment passes in the cold as they await your next words. Curious murmurings scattering between the crew. To those who don't know me, I'm Robin Xiao. Yeah, this is a perfect time for introduction, isn't it? Wait for them to quiet down. As they look to you, it's not long before the obvious question spills from a crew member's mouth. Where's Captain Hunt? It is unclear at the moment. Or he's dead, or Captain Hunt abandoned us. And, bruh, fucking hell. I think if I will choose Captain Hunt abandoned us, they are gonna be losing morale. If I will say he's dead, they will lose morale, because soon enough they probably will discover that he's not dead. So, they will know that I have lied. And the best option for me would just not disclosure any information. So, it's unclear at the moment. This is like literally the best I can do. And that Appleton, this goddamn boy, is telling that Captain Hunt is dead. Why the freaking hell are you speaking from our side? The crowd immediately cuts to silence. They looked at Templeton. Send back to you after. He and the missing crew were lost. They were lost last night, along with one of the ship's lead boats. We have no bodies. -5 loyalty. A silence hangs in the air. I know you are all scared. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can survive this. Does anyone take issue with me taking the charge? Okay, our best bet is probably to try to cheer them at this point. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can survive this. So let's go, let's stay positive. The crowd begins to bubble up once more. There's more and more questions coming from to the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one. These questions thrown your way in quick succession. How are we supposed to survive out here? Is help coming? What about our pay? Will we still be paid? Good questions, brothers. About the payment, please ask our scientists. I've said my piece on this. Get on with your work, our immediate priority. Let's talk about the priority then. Let's ignore the crowd. It's ain't gonna be good if we're gonna be asking for troubles. Is to wait it out until either we are freed from the pack or help arrives. Is to find additional food. Current supplies will only take us so far trapped in the ice. I still have enough food. Is to prepare ourselves for land navigation. This ship is an unreliable place to remain. Land navigation? By the way, it doesn't even look like a bad idea at this point. Because like we know there's a ship somewhere that we kinda can find, and maybe with the help of this ship we can return to home. Because I think waiting on the place is definitely not an option. Don't get me wrong, but I feel suspicious of this boy, Dumbledon or whatever his name. Yeah, so prepare ourselves for land navigation. No, this is not what we signed up for. Stick with me and I'll see us through. Out of those lost, Captain. A memorial service will be held once the ship is freed from the ice. Memorial service will be held once we make land. The lost are no longer here for now. We must worry about ourselves. Well, I think we gotta lie right now, because this lie is not gonna be that important. Like, let's pretend like we care. Let's pretend like we get we will get this memorial service once the ship is freed from the ice. Understood. Well, you heard the captain? Get to it. The crowd dissipates, return to their roles aboard the ship. You pass the button. He knows. not back. Don't freaking ever undermine me like that again. Of course, Captain. He departs. Yeah, don't freaking ever speak from our behalf again. What the hell? So, minus one problem. I mean, we still have no fuel, and this is kind of bad. But what can we do? Let's see. I kind of want to check if I will be able to fuel the ship. Just visiting this place again. Red room. Red room? Wait, what? This room, it looks like a bar. Apparently. I think I will return to this place a little bit later. Oh, yes, man. Give me that take all. I'm rich, mother... Oh, I can assign. Loyal to Gremlin. Loyal to Junior. What is this loyalty system out of nowhere? Loyal to Hammond? Ah ha ha ha. Apparently. We've got introduced to some kind of loyalty system. This is interesting. Right, so maybe John to Jones. I would assume he would be a decent person to maybe take the task, but we'll see. Man, we need too much fuel at this point. Haven't. Captain, now are you? As long as you're not in my way more than a hunt of us, I'm happy. Why did you abstain during the vote? Job needs doing. Whether it's you or Han doing it, I don't care. As long as we aren't freezing to death, that's all that matters to me. Coal goes in, we stay alive. Really is that simple. So... I'm not sure if our crew is freezing, but we can absolutely feed the furnace. Yeah, let's get out of this place once and forever. If we can, of course. Which I doubt. Right, definitely I wanna place someone for the coal bunker. Is there someone that is loyal to me? Looks like no. Anyway. Okay, this one. Maybe this one. And Higgs, you look like bro. I mean, placing to dig some coal, placing a guy that smokes might be a little bit dangerous, but let's see. It's gonna be +3 sack of coal, which might be a significant addition. We can get out of the sticky situation really freaking quick. So let's see. And I've got it instantly. What the hell? It's perfect. It's too perfect, man. Yeah. So let's feed it more. So if I... Yeah, I can feed more than one. And it doesn't add any kind of bonuses, which is weird. I thought like if you will combine multiple calls, then you'll get more hits out of it, but no. Anyway, we are more than full, so let's leave. Now I'm happy. In a way. We are still stuck though, but that's something. I can take my food. Honestly, man, it doesn't even feel that bad at this point. Like, I'm gonna be honest, but it doesn't feel that bad. Let's use our teammate. Let's use our good boy. Someone else. I don't really need that much food at this point, I think. Right. Just one more. Not could be okay. Feed the pot. +20. +40. We can save some. Anyway, return. Dude, I feel myself brilliant. Maybe we still have a hope. Right, so what do we have? Kurt. Xiao. Or should I say Captain Xiao. That hunt. I hope he and the others are holding safe. Still no good dwelling. I have confidence you'll take up the mantle well. The crew are counting on me. I don't intend to disappoint. That's the spirit. Plus loyalty. Funny enough that Kurt is already loyal to me. Like, pretty much 100% loyal to me, as far as I have seen from this loyalty system. And I've got even more loyalty. Isn't that nice? Alright, we need some optimism at the time like this. When the captain has faith, so to will the crew. What's how's our doggies? I suppose congratulations are in order. I would hope you are prepared for the task at hand, Captain Shaw. Why did you abstain? Do you not like me that much? What did I do to you? I'm not a member of the crew. I did not seem right for me to wait in on their matter. Understandable. Feed fish to the dogs. There are currently no fish to feed them. I don't see any way I could get them fish, but apparently it is possible in any way. Maybe it is going to be possible, but later. The center captain. Come in. Templeton, what have you say? There should be no hesitation, Shaw. You are the captain now, and you must carry that authority instantly. It's best that we carry out the daily routine as normal. Show that you are capable in this role. We should take the day's request immediately before seeing to our resources. Let's go. You saw the duties of the captain first hand while serving hand. You're acting captain now. It's time you take up that mantle. Alliance already formed at the door. No surprise given the circumstances. Take them as you may, Captain. So, Junior. Shaw. Nice looks unbudging, doesn't it? It would seem that way, yeah. Crew seems to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the temperature will never get... temperature will never get freed. If your suggestion breaking the ice, I can assure you that won't work. I'm not, they are. No interventions is going to break up the ice enough to free the ship. Putting others to work on that simply a waste of manpower. Yeah, maybe. They're scared though, worried. They just want to feel like they're tried something. Templeton's right, we cannot waste crew on a pointless task. Yeah, he's right. Best not to sell false hope. I mean, it's not about false hope, man. I'm more than content with the idea that if I will send them to break the ice, they might catch a cold, and things are gonna be even more fucked up there than they are were before. I ain't gonna be dealing with the sick crewmate. That's gonna be even worse. You know, leads to more disappointment in the future. I'll see you for dinner, Shaw. Don't forget the Hush also needs fed. So, Hammond. Engineer, what was the problem? Saving that boiler was only the start of our troubles. Oh, freak. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship? It has certainly seen better days. She's bleeding in the lower decks. I believe the older stock is attempting to rectify that. We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. If the furnace runs out by the end of the week, we die. If we spend too long on the ship, we die. If we don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter, guess what? We die? Yeah. Get me some coal. Get in the furnace. I'm afraid he's not wrong. That coal bunker is our only source of fuel for the time being. And this is an infinite source of fuel. Until we can produce alternatives, we should assign crew to show in whenever possible. And so I did before. So we are kind of free. Cart. Captain, I brought the cannon master with me. This is something you will both want to hear. So, I have strong suspicion on what this matter is. I was planning to speak with the captain on it myself. Fortunate? Happenstance, then. Captain, I know these conditions well. I've seen them before. Any idea of the Temperance being freed of the ice anytime soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Trust me, Captain. We'll be living off it for quite some time. So you're suggesting we live off the ice? I'm not suggesting it. I'm pointing out a necessity. The dog sleds will need to be exercised regularly. And there's no better way than engage in hunting. Who are we gonna be hunting though? Penguins? I guess, man. I guess this is like the only option. Maybe fishing, yeah. Other than that, what's gonna happen if we ain't gonna be having enough of alcohol? We are gonna be freezing to death, I see. Yeah, I still don't believe that the help is coming, one way or another. I'm more than sure that we just gotta find the ship, you know? We gotta travel to the ship. But let's see if the game is gonna allow us to. So, we're quite lucky despite the circumstances. Now is the peak time for hunting and navigation. And navigation? The rest on the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. If we are to survive out there, we need to know what lies ahead. These are uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are. Your current rations are not set to last forever either. Send any hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will ensure their survival. Carl exits. Well, she's kinda right. I'm not gonna lie, but if we are not gonna be getting out of... If we are not gonna free the ship, by any means, probably she's right. We gotta go outside. The same sentiment for myself and my scouting teams. If you wish the great unknowns to be braved and charted, I'm your man. We need to know what lies ahead. Keep looking forward. And that's basically all the requests. Or rather none of them. Not a single request. Okay. Before dinner I should see we're sending out our first sliding team. I also believe it's time you gave our good doctor a visit. Oh, by the way, our doctor is finally not gonna be sick anymore. Good for him. We'll still have wounded from the night of the Aurora. Their wounds will need attention before they're fit to work. Gladly there's only like one man that got wounded, so not a big deal. And I doubt I need to remind you of this, but we need every hand available. Don't be afraid of assigning my team for some manual labor. They'll complain, but they'll work. Ha! Scientists to manual labor, man, I can just imagine what they're gonna be thinking about. Listen. So, Glows, you did seem familiar. I finally placed you. You have you? Yes, I remember seeing you compete. Soren Kiliper. You're quite the gymnast. I'm surprised to see you in this line of work. Not too many gymnasts carry long careers. You did quite well when I saw you at the Summer Games. I recall you placed. I don't recall winning. I can't believe how this gone. What happened? I guess so we can eavesdrop a little bit more. Who knows? He was drunk. Whatever he was thinking, definitely wasn't in the right mind. And what about Smurf? And COVID? And Joe? Who knows? COVID owes me 5 guilds. I don't think you will be seeing it soon. Apparently, yeah. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do much. Oh! I can... Really? I can send? Scout teams, finally. Would that matter? Oh my freaking... What is this? Find the penguin migration path. Find the seal migration path. Find the emperor penguin migration path. Find the elephant seal migration path. The research progress 0 out of 30. This is wild. I thought if I like will send scout team like towards the path that we came from, maybe I would stumble across the missing Capitan, but apparently no. All right, let's scout a bit. We have 3 scouts, as far as I can see. So let's use them all. Holy! Apparently there's even more things to do. Animal resource items at the end of the week. Well, animal resource. It's like feeding them the fish, yeah? I might assume. So I can get some, I think. Not sure that I will need any more, although let's leave some crew just in case. Scouts. I kind of wanna see if I can discover the lost Captain. And seems like I cannot. What about progress of the penguin and the stuff? No progress so far. I see. Right, this is the best I can do for now. Sucks, but what can we do? So, this is it. What's about Doctor? You entered the ships in the infirmary. Your presence seems to startle the young man inside. The rattle dropped forceps ringing through the room. Ah, goodness, it's you. I'm Captain now, isn't it? You seem irritable. Fuck. Irritable? I wouldn't say that. I lost all his loyalty just right now. I guess I gotta be a little bit more careful with the way of speech. But I suppose we all have been left shaken, right? Dr. Arthur, not Lee. Dr. Not Lee. Dr. Arthur Not Lee, that's it. Okay, let's be kind to him. It's good to meet you, Arthur. Thank you. It's good to properly meet you. I suppose I seem a little scatterbrained at the moment. It isn't the norm. Recent circumstances have been trying, and the inclination towards The sickness is no help. Sheridan. The stim burns that I suffered from the burns are severe. If you let me take a look, I can do my best to alleviate their pain. Is there nothing more you can do? Do you have any experience with something like this? They'll pull through. The screw was a tough one. Right, well, let's hope so. At this point, all we can do is just wait. Natalie lets out a narrow scoff. Captain Hunt, do you think he may still be out there? There's a chance, however slim. Right. Perhaps we'll run into him again. No, that's ridiculous, never mind. Apologies, I'm rambling. I suppose you wanted an update on the crew? A report would be nice. Most scrapes and scuffs. As for the dogs, you're better asking... well... The kennel master. You mean Cordell? Yeah, Cordell. I haven't taken a well to the dogs. I'm not sure how to carry myself amidst most people, and animals are quicker to judge. And Cordell herself is harsher still. But you can rely on me for any human medical issues. Natalie pauses for a moment. Is everything good? I mean, is someone coming to rescue us? I'm alive, we are in a difficult situation here. I'm going to need your help. Plus loyalty. At least that's something. Then you can count on my help. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Use medical comfort to instantly cure all crew in the medbay. Do I even have it? I won't be able to do that. It seems like we run dry on the medical comforts. What? So, how? So soon? Are you kidding me? Ask the Saiyans to cook up medical comfort. I can, honestly I can. Why not? Otherwise they're freaking useless. Right. I need all three of them. Or like what? Seems like yeah. Sheesh. Anyway, +1 med comfort, -3 crew. And this is a little bit brutal. Bruh, they're kinda useless. I would rather use them for something else then. I need 3 of them to get 1 medicine. It's brutal. What about medbay? So first of all I need to put someone in the medbay, then I can cure him, I think. Does anyone else need rest by any chance? Seems like no. And +1 available crew. I think maybe that was a mistake after all, but who knows. Now I gotta have this boy working again. Teshi. You, Robin Chow. Surprised to see you in this position. He knows about our criminal past, but what does it mean? I know what you've gotten up to in your time. Best keep your nose clean, Chow. Good luck, Captain. Bruh, you are speaking too loud. That's for sure. Right, I have few crew members that I can utilize potentially. Pumps with water from the lower deck, 0 rooms. Oh ho ho. So this is another problem we will be dealing with. Alright, gotcha. Officer, Captain Chow. I suppose I shouldn't get used to calling you that. I was asking the crew if anyone had seen Hunt or any of the deserters last night. Not a single soul. I know the man knows the ship well, but that seems odd. Do you think the crew could be lying? I haven't accused anyone of that. But it's very unlikely that he wasn't seen by anyone. I suppose the boiler troubles caused a great deal of destruction. That could be a diversion? You mean? Because potentially. Potentially it could. Right, let's call the crew. Dinner time, boys. The crew have their meal, so... shall we give a toast to our new captain? Here. I guess. That's something. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite time, it's still bright light outside. Yeah. Okay, let's have us drop a bit. You're a tall one, aren't you? Oh, thank you for noticing. Being this big since I was 15. You're considered doing films? You have the stature for this. I can't act. Acting isn't part of it. You stand there, got a nice silhouette, and you'd be a star. That sounds awfully easy, doesn't it? It can be. Can be. Alright. Typical stuff. Our crew is not really content with whatever is going on. What about Grimly? It's finally the time we're gonna be talking to our musician, no? He probably knows something about Capitan. Yeah, especially considering that they have talked. He served Capitan Hunt for quite some time. Tell about him. -5 loyalty. Bruh. None of your business. Makes sense. At this point, whatever I would say that probably would not matter. Right. That was, like, in a way expected, I would say. They have worked hard all day. They're on their leisure. The scientist's boy cannot sleep because yeah, the crew is a little bit too loud. This is funny. Templeton's room. This was that easy. We invaded him, and he could not even say a word. Very convenient to be a captain. Okay, it will be some time before we see rescue. Perhaps you should endear yourself to your crew. For now, I would like to learn more of you. -5 load, bro, like what? At this point, even if I I will take a glance at their direction, I'm gonna get like -5 loyalty. It feels like whatever I do, -5 loyalty. Open your mouth, -5 loyalty. You need to do that. I would prefer to continue with our work. Fostering personal relationship is not a concern. Motherfucker, man. Anyway. Card? At least tell me that you are not gonna be unloyal to me. I used to think I was growing and used to be cold. But as the years gone on, the elements have only grown harsher on the body. Okay, you can handle it. I don't feel myself so engaged into the conversation. Apparently I can still talk to someone over there. Ah, maybe Hammond. Bloody cult? Yeah, it is. But a lot more than... Oh, fuck, come on. -5 loyalty. I get my... Okay, okay. Then I will just shut, man, you know? Okay. That sounds convincing. The more I speak, the worse it is. No, but like, for real. Right. Feed fish to the dogs. Is that? Ah, I don't have any. So, Captain Shao, I presume you are there to see the dogs. Yes, how are they faring? They have already acclimatized, excuse me. Though recently they have been exhausted and in need for the rest. It's no surprise, our conditions keep changing. They grow used to one state before being thrust into another. One refuses to eat and has been losing weight rapidly. Assume the change in scenery has affected it. They need their rest, just as any person. They tend to be more reliable, however. You'll have to rely on... I'm at this point, I'm afraid of opening my mouth, you know? I can... Nah. If we do not risk, we are not gonna win, ain't we? Let's get this sweet and juicy -5 loyalty. Here we go. Are you speaking from personal experience? With people or with dogs? Regardless, I will say it's a matter of both. Captain Shao, you recall my conditions with Han, do you? Like it was yesterday. My demand was that I work here, with the dogs. Your people... I help with the sleds, but they are not my responsibility, they are not my people. I'm holding up my promise with Hunt. I do not intend to join your crew. If I get lost in the ice, you are the next Captain Stanberry. The dog is the next Captain, understandable. Woof. Cordell smiles, confused. Ah, that's something. Right. Does look like I've done almost everything. Maybe I missed like one man. This one, for example, no. Whatever. Let's go to the another week. Crew members will be cured of their malnourishment. Do we even have malnourishment? I don't even have a choice at this point. I gotta feed him them all, I mean, with extra food. We'll become malnourished. But at the same time, at least I can kinda use less fuel at this point. Yeah, looks like. I think it's gonna get even worse. Yeah, that looks like a ideal trade-off. Let's go. The dogs are arrested and available to be sent out. Really? I would not say so. Recon the ice. The ship holds barely. Big 5. Oh. After all, our dogs are back. Nice. Really nice. But I think it's probably gonna be GG for today, so. Interesting. Quite unique base, I would even say, but like, I currently cannot really see the logic of the captain. Just why would he abandon the crew like that? And why he was so negative to begin with, like out of nowhere. But maybe there's some story behind that. Just maybe. Not sure. And at this point, I'm not even sure if we are gonna be going for a ship, but like it's still on the map. It's still on the map, so potentially we might travel far enough with the help of our scouts. And bruh, like the fact that the moment I'm opening my mouth, I'm getting instantly -5 loyalty, sometimes even more. And this fact is just a little bit infuriating, but like, what can you do? Right, GG's. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there, and see you next time.